Good afternoon. It's December 29th, 2024, and today we celebrate the Feast of the Holy Family. And this is one of those feasts that has, well, it's an onion. It has so many layers attached to it. We can focus strictly on the Holy Family, Mary, Joseph, and Jesus, and their relationship. We can look at it from the point of view of the family of God. We can look at it from the view of the parish family, the diocesan family, the universal family. But all of them share certain elements in common. What do we learn from the Holy Family? Well, they're supposed to be a model example for us. Family is the foundation of our society. That's something that's been there forever. And they tell us that when the family starts to fall apart, society begins to fall apart. And we can sometimes see that in work. But why is it falling apart? That's more the issue. And one of the things that we get from the readings today is that invitation that Mary pondered all these things in her heart. And I sometimes wonder if people actually take enough time to be reflective, to stop and ponder, to kind of look at their own life and ask themselves, why did they do the things that they do? Why do we make certain choices? Why do we have certain things as our priorities? Why? And if we never ask the question why, and we're just rolling on, then are we really doing the right thing? Are we really moving in the right direction? In the scriptures, we're invited to make our will the same as the will of God. Jesus' prayer that all of us might be one in Him as He is one in the Father. That we'll all be like-minded. We're moving in the same direction. And what is that direction? Love God above all things. Love your neighbor as yourself. But what does it truly mean to love? And here again, we have to look to the scriptures. That sense of love is the dignity of the other person, holding the other person with utmost respect. And I think as a society and a world, we're failing in that regard. One of the key things of growing up in a large family is the fact that there's always somebody to play with, there's always somebody to fight with, and there's always somebody to talk to. You are never always going to get along. You know, there's 7 kids in our family. It's like, do you think we all cheer for the same hockey team? No. We can't even cheer for the same football team. You have diversity. People make choices. But the challenge is, can I respect your choice? I don't have to like your choice. Right? I'm sorry, but there are certain teams it's like I just don't like. And you might like them. I don't have to like them. But I have to respect your right to be able to choose. We're all different. And part of that respect is acknowledging and celebrating difference. Oftentimes people will say, it's like, well, we're all the same. No, we're not. God didn't create us the same. He created us equal, but He didn't create us the same. That diversity is what makes our world run properly. No two people have a tendency to think alike on all things. They may share some common elements, but not everything. And so the challenge we have is, can I respect? Don't have to like it, don't have to agree with it, but can I respect it? Because you have the right to choose, just as much as I have the right to choose. I don't have to like the way you think, I don't have to like how you figure things out. But at the end of the day, can we respectfully agree on the other person's right to choose? And that's the hard part. Because some of the times it's like we come from that point of view of like, everybody has to agree with my choice or I start feeling bad about myself. And oftentimes that means that I know that there's something wrong with my choice. And instead of dealing with that, I try to make everybody agree with me. And we can all come up with different examples of this thing. But I go back to family. Right? What did Mary and Joseph have? Right? In the scriptures, Mary and Joseph go up to Jerusalem. Jesus stays behind. Right? 3 days they search for Him and they find Him in the temple. And then Jesus goes back to Nazareth and is obedient to His parents. And I think that's a really bad translation. because it gives the impression that he was disobedient before, but he wasn't. He was in his father's house about his father's business. He went home and learned respect. Respect for his mother, respect for his father. Because respect is one of those things that is like, it does not come naturally to us. Right? Watch young children at play. People can be very selfish. Respect means you have to step outside of yourself. Respect means you have to honor the other person. Respect means that when an adult tells you to do something, well, unless they're telling you to do something that's illegal or immoral, you do it. Right? A lot of our respect in our society has gone out the window because, well, we don't do those things anymore. It's kind of like standing in the mall entrance and opening the door for a mother with 2 children and getting reamed out because I held the door open. What's the respectful thing to do? You're trying to wrangle small children. All I did was open the door for you, living in hope that you would say thank you. I didn't get thank you. But am I going to stop doing it? No. I was taught differently. You hold doors open for people. You help people. That's what we're supposed to do. It's a sign of respect. Doesn't take anything away from the person. Doesn't demean them, right? Doesn't make me better than them, right? It actually makes me a servant. And that's what we're all called to be. We're servants to one another. To lift each other up, to help each other grow, to help each other become a better person. But somehow or another, we misconstrue it. We misunderstand. Jesus went back to Nazareth. He learned respect. Do we have that? Do we respect the dignity of each and every one of the people we know? Do we respect the right for them to make choices that are not always going to agree with our choices? Can I have a respectful conversation with somebody over what they believe and what I believe? And can we respect each other after the conversation? Sometimes it's like in the conversation is where we come to a better understanding of each other and our truths and our opinions. Because oftentimes our truths and our opinions are not the same. A lot of times we have opinions that have no truth in them. They're just our opinion or what we like to think. One of the best lines I ever heard was, fact check. Check the facts. Check the facts, and when you're done checking the facts, check the facts again. Because oftentimes what we're being fed is not the truth. I respect your right to have an opinion. I respect your right to believe what you believe. But at the end of the day, you and I both need to check our facts and make sure that what we believe begins with truth. It is Holy Family Sunday. It's the 29th of December, 2024. May God watch over you, protect you, guard you all the days of your life. God bless you.